I got into the car and noticed signs that someone had been through it. I instantly became alert. I reached for the knife beside me, but I didn't expect. At dinner, I saw a big guy bothering a woman nearby. I couldn't just stand by. Our eyes met, and I stayed calm. I didn't expect the guy to be this aggressive. He came up to me, asking why I was getting involved. I kept my cool and didn't react. His anger flared instantly. He grabbed my food and ate it in big bites, then spat out some of it. I didn't get mad, I just watched. He picked up a knife and forced it toward me. I took off my glasses and looked at him. I told him it didn't matter. Any move he made, his ex-wife would be a witness. Now, he had only one choice: leave. Otherwise, I would report it immediately. He hesitated and soon found an excuse to walk away. As he left, he angrily kicked my car. The side mirror was broken, but the conflict ended. Daisy hurried over to thank me. I stared at her calmly. I grabbed a roll of tape and got back in the car, securing the rearview mirror temporarily. On the way home, a snowstorm hit out of nowhere. The snow kept falling harder, and visibility dropped fast. I tried to wipe the windshield, but the car slipped out of control. It hit the roadside. I pressed the gas to move, but the tire spun uselessly in the snow. I had no choice but to get out. No matter how hard I pushed, the car didn't budge. I tried digging through the thick snow with my hands, fingers turning red, but nothing worked. I went back inside and turned on the heater. Surviving a long winter meant keeping warm. No phone signal. Out here, that wasn't a solution. I turned off the lights to save power. By morning, frost covered my face. The storm worsened. I knew I couldn't just wait. I packed my things and prepared to look for help. I opened the trunk. Daisy was trapped inside. I didn't even remember how many women I had captured before. I looked at her. With the storm raging, I had no choice but to risk going out. But Daisy didn't sit still. She struggled against the tape, hitting the speaker repeatedly until she found a gap. She pushed down the back seat with all her strength, just to escape the car. In the snow, she was messy, breathing heavily. She couldn't leave yet, so she went back inside to warm up. After a few minutes, she found some tools up front, a roll of tape and a small bottle. I was walking through the snow when I misstepped and twisted my ankle. Frostbite could happen any second. I couldn't stay still. Using sheer survival instinct, I crawled step by step toward the car. I made it back with difficulty. First priority was treating the wound, or it could get worse. I cut open my pants, feeling the cold and pain. I opened my eyes. My neck was taped, and my hands were tied to the steering wheel. Daisy held a small knife, demanding to know where we were. Lost in the snow, the phone had no signal.
Listen, if you want to survive, we gotta start saving on the fuel and the battery. We can only use the heat for a couple of minutes every day, or else we won't last long.
No one knew how long the storm would last. Late at night, Daisy suddenly needed to use the bathroom. She turned on the car light, warning me not to mess around. I struggled to free myself from the tape, but it was too tight. The keys caught my attention. I hooked them and shut the door. She finished outside, but couldn't get back in. I bought time, trying to free myself from the tape. Freezing, Daisy smashed the window. She grabbed my seatbelt, and I nearly couldn't breathe. When she realized something was wrong, she let go, and I survived. The snow intensified outside. The car was almost buried. Snow drifted through the broken window. Daisy steadied herself using the tape and turned off the lights. By dawn, we finally fell asleep. Daisy woke to a noise. A creature approached, and we honked like crazy. It disappeared quickly.
Don't make me piss myself. Please.
I ain't setting you free.
You see, I told you were capable of being cruel.
Well, at least he'll keep you warm for a while.
My ankle had gone numb. Power was out. The car was dark. We had to wait in the freezing conditions. By the third day, our bodies were stiffening. To stay warm, Daisy pressed close to me. Even knowing I was an enemy, survival left her no choice.
The cold makes everything so fragile, including this tape.
During a struggle, Daisy hit the back seat, trying to escape. I grabbed her and pinned her down. The creature hit the car again. The windshield lifted. Cold wind revealed its shape. I knew I was done. I held Daisy tight, ready to face it with her. She had no options, only shed her coat. I disappeared into the whiteout. Daisy ran into the trunk.
I won't fall asleep. I won't fall asleep. I promise. I promise.
2 days later, a snowplow came. The driver saw the small car buried in snow. He approached, opened the trunk, and found only Daisy's cold body.